I went into this church and I found all the people making a matanya, that is bowing down to the icon of St. Mary. And I was astonished, because Australian men don't bow down to anybody. I mean, the usual greeting in Australia is a handshake, and that's it. Even if a taxi driver meets the Prime Minister, he will not bow down to him, he will not kiss his hand, he will not even bend his head unless he wants to. He will just shake his hand, and that will be it. So informal and equal greetings between people of very different standing is just the Australian norm. So I had no preparation for the matanya, for the abasing of oneself physically, for bending down to make an obeisance to a figure of abstract power. So I didn't feel easy, but I wanted to be polite. And I saw all the Serbian people make their matanyas to this icon of St. Mary. And after they finished their 3 matanyas, they went to the side of the church where the priest was praying. And the people started to sing hymns to St. Mary with the priest. I thought, okay, let me do what they do. So I tried to make the first matanya. And I stood from standing. Let me show you. From standing, I should be erect. I should be homo erectus. You know? I should be a strong man. Then I have to make myself weak. I have to put myself down on the ground. So I tried, bending my knees and bowing down. Okay? So this was the first part of the effort, the first part of the struggle of the matanya, if I can call it that. Finally I got down on my knees. Now remember that the icon of St. Mary is in front of me, on the wall, a big icon. It was very famous in Australian religious circles because it had made some miraculous cures. There was a wife of a Greek priest who had cancer, and she was healed by intercession through this icon. And it was well known in Australia. People who are not from that particular church, still they came to visit to see that icon. So I wasn't much concerned about the icon. I was more concerned about making my matanya smoothly and joining the people. Then I had to put my forehead on the floor. Okay, now this was a big difficulty for me. I never did this in my whole entire life. So I tried. I didn't put my fingers correctly, but it doesn't matter. I bowed my head down. So I finally got down to the ground. And when I was in that position, if I might ask you to consider when you make a matanya, what is the position of your body? How does it shape itself? Maybe you don't see yourself from outside, but think about how the shape of your body appears to someone watching you. You are in a half circle, like you are bent over in much the same position as a fetus in the womb. Okay, you look at any picture of a fetus in the womb of its mother. Not exactly like a seahorse, but it's kind of folded around on itself, right? So I was feeling like that. I was feeling that I am in a kind of fetal position, and I'm becoming small, and I'm becoming weak and helpless. So all of these emotions started to overtake me as I made the matanya. The matanya is a physical action, but its effect is very devastating on the psychology, on the emotions, because it says you are weak, you are small, you are nothing, you are dust and ashes. It's a statement that I am not worthy to lift up my eyes to you. The matanya is a very eloquent statement of Christian humility.